Hi everyone. Welcome to this week update on all our instruments. And let me wish us happy Valentine. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even thinking that today's Valentine Day. I think I've been so engrossed in the trades and what is doing in the last few weeks and few days. And somebody just mentioned Valentine this morning. I said, okay, really, it's not in my head, but nevertheless, happy Valentine. Now, let's quickly move into what it's cooking, at least in the next 2 to 3 months, what we are expecting, the thing we want to see. Now, this is the daily candle formation on the DXY. And so we can see, the weekly candle. So we can see that now the bears are trying to make a push to the downside, just as we expected that this thing, it's like with 3, and we are yet to see with 4 and with 5 and the structure here. So the bears are making statement again. If they close like this, so it's a statement that this thing, dollar is going to fall the more, at least in a short time. The short time can be between that period of time like I talked about, 2 to 3 months or thereabouts. Now, or at best 2 months. Now, to understand the movement of price in the upper longer time frame and the lower time frames, they are completely different. So we are going to be seeing an ending structure formation here, which I will be explaining more on that for my students tomorrow. Now, on the day time frame, of course, we still expect further drop. Now, is this going to fall straight? I don't think so. I don't think that this thing is going to fall straight. There is a consolidation here. Now, this is the movement, and this, some people will say it's impulsive. It looks impulsive because of the wave C. And why I know that it's a correction, it's because of what I know of the structure on the higher time frame to the lower time frame, that the structure to the downside is not complete. And I could see a push, which is like liquidity still exists below, which I've been talking about. And again, the extensions here, it's barely 1618 to the upside. So now the same thing that we are seeing between this wave and this wave here, that's the same thing we are seeing between this wave to the downside and this wave here now. Now, this wave, ABC of it is never, let me go back, let me go to the daily time frame, 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, so like I said, the same retracement that you see here is equal here right now. And the same retracements we saw here, this to this is almost the same right now. Now, this gave us clear 5 waves to the downside, which looks impulsive to the downside. And this also will look impulsive to you if you want to see impulsive. It's what you want to see that you will see. But the thing is that always think about your knowledge. What do you know? What do you know? What is the high time frame telling you? Now, if indeed something else wants to happen and they want to take this and get it much bigger, then something will give here. So it's never cutting like that. So this is A wave, B wave, and C wave barely 618. Now, if you look at the internal structure of this wave to the downside, this to the downside is way more than 1618 extension. Between here and here is way more than 1618 and gave clear 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5 here. So that is the first signal that this thing is going back to the downside. Between here and here, A, B, C is never up to 1618. Now, what are we going to see here? Now that the price wants to drop, but I don't see the drop immediately. What I see happening here is that price is going to give us a more correction. I think they are almost ready to push up again, the DXY. And the DXY, in my own opinion, will be giving us an A, and this is a B wave, and a C wave to the upside without breaking this area. This will not be taken. That is sure. This will not be taken to the upside. Within this area, around this area, or before we go to this area, the C wave will complete and the price will now begin to fall sharply to the downside. That's what I think. And that's what I can see right there, not think. That's what I can see. On euro dollar, the same thing. On the euro dollar, the same thing. 5 waves to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the upside. And this is the first correction to the downside that we saw. Then consolidation in between. And but I believe that this is now done. We want to have the last C wave now, an A, B, and the last C wave that will not break 178.71. I don't expect price to break that at all. 178.862 should be preserved, and the price maybe we'll come to this area here around 1800 or thereabouts before price go back to the upside. Pound USD the same. Pound USD the same. Now, you think it's going up? I don't think so. I don't expect pound USD now to break this area. We may see a drop. If they're going to change all of that, then price will break this to the upside. So if you are thinking of selling, your stop loss should be around 1.36720 area, around this area. So if price wants to go down, price will not break this to before they go to the downside. So this might be an A wave here, a B wave, and a C wave that will grab liquidity under this low, maybe around this area, they might go up. So we might have seen an A wave and a B wave in the middle, and they will go down. That is what I see. It's not complete to me. The correction is not complete. It's not complete. Nzdusd USD. So Nzdusd USD is the same thing. I can see this is the A wave of this correction, of this entire run to the upside. This is the A wave, and the B wave should be falling from here. At least 100% to 1, 2, 3 extension to the downside. Grabbing liquidity under this low. Under this low, we should be looking for a buy setup. That is what I can see. So for the first 2, 3 days of the coming of next week, I expect dollar to gain strength, to push that C wave to the downside to complete this. And from under this low, we'll be looking for a return to the upside. But I will be showing you more tomorrow on our physical meeting. USD JPY, USD yen. From the yen, let me flip to the weekly time frame. Now, from the yen, would USD yen break this to the downside? Is yet to be seen. Is yet to be seen. Otherwise, it might just be that we are into wave 1, wave 2 here, wave 3, wave 4, that will break slightly low here, and then we do wave 5 to the upside, then thereafter we correct a much bigger ABC, it's possible. But if this one will not turn out to be a wave 4, then the price will be falling to break this low. So what I will be waiting for, I don't expect, you won't just expect that you want to sell from here. It will be disastrous to sell from here. On the day time frame, what should we expect from yen, the USD yen? So what we should expect from USD yen is that we should see this as a possible wave 1 and also A, B, and a C. At 100% extension around this area, around this area here, we should see a move to the upside. If that move will go up correctively and not impulsively, because like an impulse, you always know an impulse, you know, from what I just showed you on US dollar index as well as euro dollar to count the internal wave of an impulse. If it goes up correctively, then that tells you this will turn out to be a wave 1, a wave 2, 3-1, a 3-2, maybe at about 50% retracement, then there's going to be a very sharp drop to this downside. So anyhow, we should expect at least an ABC correction or a movement back to the upside. So we'll begin to look at that. So the ending structure also it's forming on these particular leg. Now we're going to see it complete with 5 of this particular leg to the downside, and we'll be expecting at least to buy from there. Either buy as a correctively to the upside, or we buy as an impulse. On the 4-hour time frame, so we can see this is the essence of wave 4 here, wave 4, and we are trying to fall again. So for now, if we are taking a buy from this level, you know, we should maintain your stop loss around this area in case they want to make this one a bigger, much more of a bigger wave. But for now, I don't see that. I see price dropping more. They'll be probably choppy. Let's see if they drop to break this low between Sunday, tomorrow evening, and Monday morning. If they break the low of this, then the price is not going to break this again until they finish their movement to the downside. So we honestly waiting for a break below this low. Euro yen. Euro yen is doing the same. We should expect more like the 4th wave correction here, if anything. The 4th wave correction to this is 1, 2, and the 4th wave correction. Are we going to have a double correction to the downside? Then we'll see. If that is going to be the case, then if this is not A, B, C, and if we're going to see more correction to the downside, then we're going to at least still first have like an ABC correction to come around this area. We should target around this area here of the resistance before price falls again. But again, I won't be having the hope that it's going to fall. I will be looking at the way it's going to the upside, as if it's corrective to the upside or impulsive to the upside. On the 4-hour time frame, it's doing the same, as well as the USD yen. All the yen pairs are doing the same. Then the last is gold. Gold on the weekly time frame. Gold on the weekly time frame It's still the same, it's still bullish. I still see the bullish move. And we may now be on wave 5 to the upside. On the daily time frame, there's not been much movement here because double correction is still very possible, but there's not been much movement here. Another thing we can probably see here, it's probably, this is wave 1 and A, B, C. If this is like a running flat, of the next move to the upside. Otherwise, this may drop and give us the second wave to the upside, to the downside. But you need to be careful here. So if you are buying, you will buy to guide your stop loss. And if you can do that, if you are buying around this area, that will caution you that your stop loss should be very close around this area for now. You plan your trade. If you are wrong, your loss will not be much. If you are buying and you are thinking that because you are very hopeful, that will not work. Hopeful that it's going to go up because, and you are now putting your stop loss here. By the time this one drags down, you'll be surprised that your loss will be much because the price may just all the way go down to break the low. Maybe that's a 70%, 30% chance of price doing that. If this had gone a bit more down before this up movement, it would have been much ideal for price to push up. So, but again, your attention is here now to see if this is going to go up impulsively. So if this now begins to go up impulsively, yes, you are good. I mean, price will continue to go higher up. This correction here, it's very little. It's very little here compared to what we have here. It's not even as I would expect. It's not even as I would expect. Yeah, there's a break here for sure to break above here. It was sluggish, and that's what you can do. If I go to the internal, let's look at 1 hour time frame before I end this 1 hour time frame here. So if you consider this, if it could be an ABC, an ABC. Once this one breaks an extension of 1618 to the upside, then you are good to now say, okay, let it go up, look for correction to the downside. Once it breaks above here, look for correction. You may sell that correction to the downside. And as you sell the correction to the downside, you are looking to buy to the upside. With that, I've come to the end of today's update. Do share, share this link with friends, comment and like for us to grow this community. And if you are around my area here tomorrow, I will want you all to be present for the physical meeting. I will be showing you a lot tomorrow. Bye.